Hi and welcome. It's Cindy here, and I'm making a video from a blog post I did called I Heart Trucks and Christmas. This is my favorite stamp for Christmas, and I'm using Tim Holtz paper and a die cut. I love the new Tim Holtz paper, it's so beautiful. And some Marina Mist and Whisper White cardstock from Stampin' Up. So my measurements are going to show up on there, and I'm using Memento ink, and I like to stamp on top of a foam pad. It just makes a cleaner impression. So I'm coloring my image with Copic markers. I've done pretty much everything for this one before. I've used pencil crayons, I've used blend pens and Stampin' Up pens, different markers, paint. You can pretty much do it with anything. Watercolor looks really nice. These are Copic markers, and it doesn't matter what color you use. I generally work light, medium, dark, but you could work dark to light. It doesn't really matter. I only have 2 shades of red, so that's what I used, and then I used the alcohol marker to add highlights, and a white gel pen, and some silver for around the trim of the windows and the door. So I've sped up the coloring because it's just coloring. I'm not great at it, but it's fun to get the ideas from others. I bought that stamp in a little shop in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, and I use it every year. I think it cost me $2. It was well worth it. Such a pretty image, and it's really popular this year. Here I'm using a blend pen just to kind of clean up. I went out of the lines in a couple spots, and it just kind of removes it. So now I'm going around the whole image with a little bit of neutral gray just to give a shadow effect, and then I'm going to go through with the alcohol marker and kind of get rid of the lines around it. Adding a few little highlights with the alcohol pen too. It just makes it a little bit light in certain areas. This is a silver gel pen, and I did the handle around the windows, a little bit on the mirror, and a little bit on the hubcaps and both bumpers. Then I came in with a little bit of white gel pen, and I added a little here and there. The dots where the holly was. When you're coloring it other colors, obviously you're going to do it red, but I just put a little bit of white dot there just to kind of show the image. Now I'm sponging the image with a little bit of chocolate chip ink. I find a good old-fashioned sponge the best way to do this. And I did it around the pattern paper as well as the card as well. Then I went to work on the inside and I did a die cut, and this is an old stamp set. I don't think they make it anymore. It's in French, but I thought it was fitting for the card. So I stamped that in Marina Mist. It's the same color as the card base. Now I always use Tombow Money Multi now for rather than tape. It's just so much easier, and you have a little bit of wiggle room when you put your card. If it's not quite straight, you can still move it a little bit. You only need a very tiny amount. It looks like more there than is actually there. And then I use a brayer to just flatten and smooth it all out so I don't get any bubbles. If you put too much, it will bubble. So I stuck the top piece on with some foam tape just to give it a bit more dimension. And I always go a little bit crazy on that. I put too much, but I don't want it to move at all. If it's going in the mail, you really want it to look good anyway. And Mono Multi, again on the inside, it really does look like more than I'm putting. I only put a small amount. And we have a finished card. I hope you like it and find some inspiration. And if you think of anything else I could have added or you would have added, you can put it in the comments. And please like it and subscribe. And I've added a few more that I've done at other times at the end, just for ideas. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye.